So when my daughter was in grade 12, her dad and I gently started at the beginning of the year talking to her about what she wanted to do the next year, about college applications, and my daughter was very firm all the way through in those initial discussions that she was not going to go to college the next year. Nope, I'm not going. I want to take a break. But her dad and I decided to keep working on her because we had talked to other parents and it seemed like this was a common thing for kids to resist filling out the college applications for whatever reasons. Maybe they're afraid to grow up and just wanting to enjoy their grade 12 year or scared about changes, but we kept working on her slowly but surely. As the deadlines loomed in February for college applications to get filled out, the conversations intensified a little bit. We're like, okay, so what do you think you're gonna do? How about we fill out these applications? And my daughter was like, nope, I'm not gonna go. And her reason was she didn't really know what she wanted to do and what she wanted to study in college, and she didn't want to waste the money doing the applications. And her dad and I would say, it doesn't matter about the deposit, it's okay, your education's paid for, just in case you want to go, let's fill out the applications. No, I'm not going. So we tried to say, your friends are all going away to college. One's going to Kamloops, one is going to Montreal, one's going to Toronto, one person's going to France. You're going to be really lonely. Are you sure you don't want to just take like a class or two to maybe meet some new people and have some interactions? No, I'm not going to college. I'm not filling out the applications. So the day came, the last day, the applications were due. She had to fill them out. It was now or never. Her dad tried in the morning and said, hey, Liz, today's the day you need to fill out the applications. Let's just do it. And she's like, no, I'm not going to college. And she stomped in her room and slammed the door. So he called me and said, can you come over and try and do something with her? She will not fill them out. I'm at my wit's end. So I came over and tried to talk to her gently, and immediately she was really resistant because she knew what was happening. Her parents were manipulating her into filling out these college applications. So I said, it escalated to the point where I said, okay, fine, I'm just going to fill out your college applications for you. So I marched into the study and logged into the computer and I started typing, and I think staccato keystrokes going on because I was really angry that my normally very docile, pleasing child was just being so difficult. So I filled out the applications. I'm putting her name, her address, all the things that I knew, and I got to her personal education number, which I didn't have. So I knocked on her door again and said, hey, I need your personal education number. And she screamed at me again and said, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not going. Don't fill them out. You can't do this to me. So we went back and forth for a bit through the door until I marched in and looked at her and said, I need your personal education number now. Give it to me. Your dad and I have paid for your education. We put a roof over your head, food on the table. Give it to me now. So she did eventually give me the personal education number, and I filled out the applications, but she was so angry with both of us for so long. We manipulated her, we pushed her, we didn't listen to her. So at the time I was studying counseling at school, and I had some friends and classmates that I talked to about the situation, how frustrated I was with my normally child that likes to please and make everyone happy, and she's being so difficult about just filling out a silly application. And my friends just looked at me and said, Andrea, you need to just relax and trust that your daughter is going to make a good decision. You've been a good parent. And I kind of went, yeah, maybe I do. So I phoned my daughter that afternoon and I apologized for all of the nagging and hounding that I did about college. And I said to her, if you decide that you don't want to go to college next year, I trust your decision. You have maintained an A average in school. You've held down a job since you were 16. You make time to go see your grandparents once a week. You play soccer. You take 10 dance classes a week, and you have managed your life for a couple years now. If you decide that that's what you'd like to take a year off and work, that's okay with me. And I could just feel the big sigh of relief that she let out, and she just said, thanks, Mommy. And after that, we were able to have conversations in the weeks following that were more meaningful and could get down to the bottom of why she was so resistant. And there was a lot of fear about growing up, about making a change, doing something new. And she didn't know what she wanted to study at college, and all her friends did. And guess what? She went to college the next year.